What's up, everybody? So I just figured I'd make a little update video about how things are going with me, what I've been doing, and how the UC is coming along. So basically, um, about 3 weeks ago, I stopped taking medication altogether because basically I was on stuff that wasn't doing anything for me. So I've been taking mesalamine, name brand Lialda, for like 3 years since I first got diagnosed, but I've been in this flare now for about a year and 8 months. So I was like, Lialda's not helping, so I stopped taking that. I had also been on Humira, which my doctor agreed wasn't helping, so we went off that. And I had been on methotrexate in addition to the Humira, and I stopped taking that. I had also been on prednisone for like 7 months, and I kind of tapered off of that and then was down to 15 milligrams a day, at which point my prescription ran out, and so I just kind of stopped it, which I don't recommend stopping it at 15. You're supposed to taper it all the way down to 0, but what can you do? I kind of ran out. I have had some side effects of stopping prednisone at 15 milligrams. My skin got really dry, so I've had a lot of like dandruff. I definitely felt a little bit more sluggish and like achy kind of joints, but nothing too bad. And then in terms of my UC symptoms, I think they've gotten a little bit worse since going off the medication, but honestly not much. So still using the toilet a lot, still the same urgency, sometimes blood. If anything, I think the pain might be a little bit worse. That's been pretty difficult. That's probably, to me, that's probably the hardest part, is just like the pain that comes so many times a day. But so what have I found that works? I think what I eat definitely has a lot to do with how my symptoms are that day, that night, and the following day. So I really need to, I found it's really important to stick to really soft, easy to digest foods. So, kind of like lean meat, tender meat, pasta, bread, things like that. I know a lot of people advocate going gluten-free with this disease, but that seems very difficult to try right now during a flare-up, because I really don't feel comfortable doing like most vegetables. Anything with skin or seeds that's not soft is really like asking for trouble. Or like meat that's not tender, that's overcooked, also bad. Or things that create too much gas, like dairy and stuff like that. So, but again, that's like not really curing the flare. It's kind of just reducing the symptoms, because when you have ulcers on your colon, like the more solid stuff that goes through there, the worse it's gonna feel. But I have, some days that I feel pretty good and other days that I feel pretty terrible. In terms of running, I have been running a bit, so I try to do, on days when I feel good, I usually go out and do a couple miles, and that's it. Definitely not trying to overdo it and like, either exacerbate the inflammation or take out too much energy, so that then I have to like eat more, and eating too much is obviously going to cause more pain and stuff like that. So my goal is that hopefully the colon is healing, and as long as I don't irritate it continually, it will continue to heal. So I kind of have a theory that a lot of times ulcerative colitis, the colon won't heal because there's constantly material moving through it. So I think that if you can, or my hope is that if I can reduce the amount of like solid irritating material moving through the colon, then the colon will start to heal. I've some days tried going on like kind of a liquid diet, but the problem there is like actually getting enough nutrients for your body to heal. So I think it's the ideal thing is going to be more of like a soft foods diet, because just the liquid stuff is kind of I don't feel like I'm getting enough nutrients. Plus, those kind of protein shakes have a lot of dairy, and those don't tend to make me feel very good. So there's my update. Wish me luck.